to happen. Everybody knew that anything he alayhi salatu wasalam sees, it will become true. So at that year they did the Al-Hudaybiyah treaty. So they came the next year. So the companions, they had something in their heart. And Umar said to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, didn't you say that we're going to go to the house and go around? He said, is it this year? He said, no. He said, you're going to get to it and go around. And the same thing, Abu Bakr. And he gave him the same thing. And that's the Siddiq. And what do you know about a Siddiq? The best companions of the Prophet ﷺ. That's what Allah said. Allah Azza wa Jal fulfilled the vision of the Prophet ﷺ that they will enter the Masjid al-Haram in the permission with Allah. That's to stress on it that it happened. It has nothing to do with the exception. And some of the scholars said that Allah Azza wa Jal put an exception from what He knows. So He will put an exception from the creations. Allah wants us to know that we should take an exception. And Allah said, don't say so for something that I'm going to do tomorrow, except if Allah wills. They did not, they will be making ihram. It will happen later, after you finish from going around the Kaaba. It was proven that He alayhi salatu wasalam said, may Allah have mercy on those who shaved. He repeated again, may Allah have mercy on the one who shaved. And then on the third one or fourth one, He said, and the one who cut short their hair. And that was in the 7th year of the Hijrah. The Prophet ﷺ, when he came back from Al-Hudaybiyah in the 6th year of Hijrah, he stayed in the Hajj al-Muharram and Safar al-Khaybar. And it has a lot of the palm trees. He divided it between the people of Hudaybiyah, and no one except them used it. And the next year, he alayhi salatu went out for Umrah. He made Ihram Dhu Huzaifa, and it is the Miqat of Al-Medina. And he took the last stock, and he had 60. And his companions, they kept going, make talbiyah. When he came to Mari al-Dhahran, and he sent a message, when they saw that, they thought that Muhammad has betrayed his treaty, and he came with the weapon to attack them. He alayhi salatu wasalam, when he went to Mari al-Dhahran, he went with the weapons to a place of Batin with the swords in its places, as he had promised them. During the way so we don't know that you break the. He said that did not happen. We send it to Ya'juj. He said, well, that you fulfill your promise. So he alayhi salatu wasallam entered Mecca, And the heads of the disbelief, they left Mecca. They could not see the Prophet ﷺ was making Umrah in Mecca. The rest of the people, they stayed in the houses looking at the Prophet ﷺ. And he's riding his camel al-Qaswa at the time of Hudaybiyah. Abdullah ibn Rawaha next to him, and he's making nasheed. Leave the disbelief from him. I am a witness that he's a messenger. All the good is in this message. The Prophet ﷺ, when he entered with his companions, they had the fever of Yathrib. So the disbelief said, they're going to have people who have the sickness of Yathrib. If you imagine the Kaaba, if you are by the Hajar, you don't see between the Rukn and Maqam. And that did not stop the Prophet ﷺ to make Irmal the whole time, except he was afraid that they will be hard for them. And that's when you're supposed to rush in your walk. So when they did that, people said, oh, he is stronger than this and this. When everything's finished, 3 days, they came to Ali and they said, tell your friend, stay away from us. Remember Allah Azza wa Jalla said, so he knew what you did not know. He knew from the goodness and getting you from Mecca and entering Mecca later on at the time of Hudaybiyah. So he made something beyond that. Before you entered that you were promised and to see the Prophet ﷺ, he made a very clear then Allah said, he is the one who with the guidance and the true religion. He is given the believers, he have sent his messenger with the good benefit. Is truthful in his news, and is just in all his decrees. Even if the disbelievers disliked it, and they have plotted their plot, and the bad one will not reach except its people. And it's enough that Allah is a witness. But Allah is testimony that it's Him. Muhammad is a messenger of Allah, and those who with him, they are very tough on the disbelievers and very merciful among themselves. It is enough that he is the messenger of Allah. Allah choose from the angels and from people. They're merciful among themselves. And this is the act of the believer. He's always grimming against the disbeliever, and he's happy and disbelieved and released when he see a Muslim. The believer is and it is abundance of sustenance and his satisfaction on them. And this is bigger than the first one, where Allah said, and the pleasure from Allah is bigger. So he would not get angry ever again. The good character, the they thought if you make Allah sujood, you will see his. It's not a sign in the forehead, no. It is the good character, the humbleness, the prayers enlighten their faces. And it was narrated that if one of you works in a every time they see these companions, they say And there's nothing like the community of the Prophet Sallam. Then Allah said, and then in the Torah, and that's why Imam Malik, may Allah have mercy on him, is the takfir, and whomever Allah Azza wa Jal made him one of the companions, and they this is not. Allah has promised with His bounty those who did a good deed, and the people of the Ba'd Ridwan. And that shows you the strength of their faith. And He promised all of them to forgive them. Do not call your name, call a kasmi. And with that, we are finished. Alhamdulillah, about the explanation of Surah Al-Quran Kareem, all of it. From Al-Baqarah to An-Nas. Allah accept from us. And forgive our parents. معاك المعنى شهد أستغفر وأتوب إليك. آمين. اللهم صل وسلم.